Hey folks, Jimmy here, aka Pilot of the Dead. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormbringer magazine update video. Now, as per usual, with all these videos, if you like them, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course, drop me a comment down below. I love hearing back from you guys and it goes a massive way to helping out the channel too. Now, if you've not been aware, I have done Warhammer magazines for quite a while now, so now going on for nearly 4 years, we have been going through these Warhammer magazines. So we started off with Mortal Realms magazine, and we moved on to Imperium magazine, and now we're on Stormbringer. Every now and then what will happen is I will update you guys with what to expect in upcoming issues. So the idea is this should happen at least once every 4 weeks when the information has been provided, and in all honesty I scrounge this information from fohammer.com, so if you want to have a nosy yourself, by all means drop on their website. He's got some great articles on there, definitely worth a nosy at, and yeah, check them out, so why not have a good fun with it. Now, this should happen every month. Every month we should have an update video of what we're going to get, and we can go through what we're going to get between issues 15 and 18. So the forthcoming 4 issues. Obviously, first off, we're going to have a quick look back to what we've just had, which has been some really cool stuff. So we'll go back to issue 10 a second. So issue 10 came with the awesome Xandire's Truth Seekers, brilliant Warhammer Underworld Stormcast Eternals warband, who I think they're one of the coolest. They look really cool, they're always unique, and I do genuinely love all of the Warhammer Underworld's warbands. They're pretty cool, they always look fantastic. My favourite ones currently for myself have been Xandire's Truth Seekers, good old the Vampire one, I can't remember what it was called, but that one was awesome. I like the Sepulchral Guard, and I have loved the Skaven ones. The Skaven ones have been pretty damn cool, and you always get some unique units, so whether it's a unique Ether Wing, whether it's a monkey holding a knife, Mastiffs, stuff like that, you get something cool and unique with a lot of these little collections, and they stand out, which is absolutely brilliant, awesome and amazing. And yeah, the Xandire's Truth Seekers was no different, so they're always worth looking out for, and we get a couple more with this magazine's run as well, so it's going to be good stuff. Issue 11, we got that awesome Beast Skewer Killbow, which is a pretty nifty bit of kit. It's artillery for the Oryx. If you haven't picked one up, you need to try and hunt one down, by all means. It's an awesome kit. Heading to your local Forbidden Planet or something like that, you may be able to pick one up, fingers crossed. Issue 12 was the awesome Stormstrike Chariot, a pretty cool unit with 2 options for building, whether you wanted him with the one carrying a bow or whether you wanted spear, up to you. The most recent issue, issue 13, we had paint. So we had Wraithbone paint and Mephiston red. Nothing special to write home about, but very valuable colours to use in your painting arsenal. Issue 14, so next week, will be the Manskewer Bolt Boys. These are essentially crossbow wielding Oryx, which are pretty nifty, and I'm not going to lie, you get 3 of them. They look pretty cool, they're pretty tough, and of course they have a bit of range to them, which is always good fun. And then we can go through, so what we're going to get from after that. So it's already been revealed, and we've already mentioned it in this week's Stormbringer magazine video, that issue 15 is Stormcast Eternal Praetor minis. These are pretty cool. Now, obviously you get a decent amount of them, so if you get 3 minis. If you were buying these as a box, that's £32.50 directly from GW. So you're saving an absolute fortune, roughly about 72% markdown from that, which is brilliant because these are pretty cool boys. They've got some good stats about them. They look cool. They fit in with that Praetor Prime that we had in issue 5, the unique mini that we get with this kit, with this magazine collection, should I say, and they're pretty cool. They have these awesome blades with them. They look nice. They have an awesome look to them. If I remember rightly, there are different builds for the heads, so you can have them with helmet or without helmet, entirely up to you. And they're really cool stuff. So I'm quite looking forward to these guys because they're a bit unique, a bit quirky, and a bit fun. And they have some awesome weapons, which is always really, really nice. Issue 16 is our first good old scenery kit. So we don't really have a kind of pricing because it's out of print. It is the Primal Lair kit. So this is a series of kind of hexagonal stones, blocks. You've got some crystals. You've got a weird tentacle monster thing. You've got a big massive skull, and then you've got another big massive skull and some ribs and stuff like that. So pretty cool. It's unique. It's different. And it stands out, which is exactly what you want. And it's our first bit of scenery. So these are the idea with these is basically they're bits of scenery that you can put away, put around. They're not buildings, so the idea is you don't have to square things off. So they're just to be obstacles in your battlefield that you can kind of maneuver around and have a bit of fun with. But they look pretty cool. They're pretty different, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to getting them. It's a bit weird, but you know, they fit in with a realm of beast, so why not? And plus, painting crystals is really good fun because you can get some really cool looks out of them, especially with contrast paints now. So definitely worth a blast with that one. Issue 17 is another paint issue. Yeah, it is what it is. So no real kind of saving here. You're spending really more than what you'd be paying to get the pots. We get a Bad and Black, which is very, very needed, and Agrax Earthshade. Agrax Earthshade is pretty good. Sometimes it goes glossy. So my part of Agrax Earthshade that I've got at the moment is from Imperium magazine, and it's very, very glossy. But yeah, it's the normal standard one. So I got it with the magazine, and yeah, it's just a bit glossy, which is a shame, but it does work very well if you want that moist looking base. So I want to have like what looks like a muddy terrain, and so using good old Sterling mud and a bit of dry brushing with a lighter brown and then Agrax Earthshade gives it a wet look, so it looks like it's moist ground. It actually kind of works really well, and I don't mind it. It's different, it looks pretty cool, and you know, that glossiness is working in my favour. Otherwise, a Bad and Black, very, very valuable colour. If you need, well, genuinely, you are going to need black for a lot of things. So, I don't know why we've had this so late. I would have thought we may have had it a little bit earlier, but it is very, very good. So, if you want to do dark metals, painting over a black base coat can do very, very well. If you want to darken things like Nuln Oil or anything like that, a little dab of a Bad and Black in there can work. Otherwise, you know, it's very good for black leather, which works very, very nice. So it's a very decent paint. So pretty good stuff. And then finally, issue number 18. Another awesome Warhammer Underworlds warband. We get the super cool Cunning Crew. Our first good old Crew Boys warband. They're different, they look weird, they look funny. There are a couple of grots. There's a hob grot and then 2 orcs as well. So the Cunning Crew, I keep on trying to pronounce them very, very wrong there, have these kind of black studded leather jerkins on, really, and leather cloaks on. They have a kind of a man snare in one hand. There's a trident. There's kind of grappling devices with horrible protruding nails through it, which look like it's designed just to purposely skewer people and hurt people if they try to struggle. The Hobgrot has his blade attached to his hand, where his hand used to be, and stuff like that. And he's also wearing a weird like executioner style hood, which just makes him look weird, but quite funny, quirky, and it's a cool kit, and one that I must admit I never picked up, and I'm looking forward to getting hands on, so it'll be good fun. So pretty good stuff there, and definitely worth it. Over the coming weeks though, we are going to get more and more of these kits, so we have a lot of stuff to look forward to. We have Squigs, we have Sylvaneth, we have Hadron Overlords, we have more Stormcast Eternals, we have Troggoths, we have a Gargant, we have more Oryx to shake when you can shake your fist at. You get more scenery, more paint, loads of stuff. So a lot of stuff to look forward to. The collection's going to go really, really well as well, and it's a pretty cool collection. So I'm not going to lie, I genuinely like it. And we also get some really awesome stories throughout the run of the magazine. So definitely worth keeping an eye out, because some of the stories are great. Like the story from this week in issue 13 is really cool, and it's our first one that we actually get a proper story, and the fiction's good stuff, so it's definitely worth a read and having a bit of fun with, and it's enjoyable, so happy days. Right, other than that, that's it from me. Let me know in the comments down below what type of thing you would love to see with this magazine. So for instance, if they decided to extend it by 10 issues like they did with Imperial magazine, what stuff would you like in that last 10 issues? Or, if there was to be a new magazine, what would you like to see? By all means, drop the comment down below, let me know, and we'll have a discussion over it. But otherwise, thank you very, 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 very much for watching. I'll see you sometime soon. Bye-bye now.